Have you ever wondered how your computer knows what to do when you click a button? That magic happens because of the operating system. Do you know what is about operating system? How it is working and what are the generations and when it started all about? The silent boss behind every computer and mobile devices. In today's video, let's explore what an operating system is and how it has evolved through different generations. Let's begin. Operating system or OS is basically a bridge between user and the hardware. Yes, I already you are able to see in the screen, right? An operating system is an interface between a computer user and a computer hardware. It is like a bridge, an interface between user and the computer hardware. An operating system is a software which performs all the basic tasks like file management, memory management, process management, handling inputs and outputs, controlling peripheral devices like disks and drives, printers. And also, an operating system is software that enables applications to interact with the computer's hardware. So, the software that contains the core component is kernel in operating system. The primary purposes of an operating system are to enable applications to interact with computer's hardware. That's the main purpose of operating system. And the popular operating systems we are having Linux operating system, Windows operating system, VMs, OS, AIX, etc. Today, operating systems is found almost in every device like mobile phones, personal computers, and all. So, your computer would just be a pile of files and chips. The OS manages memory, processes, storage, inputs, output devices, and provide the platform for applications to run. We are having generations like the history of this operating system. Firstly, it starts from zeroth generation, which is in 1940s. It started. See, it was developed by Charles Babbage, who was invented the analytical engine. Later, John Anatosov created a computer in 1940. The hardware component technology of this period was electronic vacuum tubes. In zeroth generation, there is no operating system. The, that period, they have used electronic vacuum tubes. Computer programs were written also in machine language at that time. Computer in this generation were inefficient and dependent on the varying competencies of individual programmers as operators. With this all about 1940s. Then first generation, which is 1951 to 1956. The first generation marked the beginning of commercial computing, including the introduction of Eckert and Moseley's Univac 1 in early 1951 and better later the IBM 701. This is the first generation, which is the beginning of commercial computings, which is introduced by these guys, Eckert and Moseley's. System operation was performed with the help of expert operators and without the benefit of operating system. Very time though, programs began to be written in higher level procedure oriented languages, thus the operator routine expanded. So here mono-programmed operating system was developed which eliminated some of the human interventions in running job. And the programming language like Fortran was developed by John MacOS in 1956. In second generation, which is 1956 to 1964, in second generation, computer hardwares were mostly characterized by transistors replacing vacuum tubes as the hardware component technology. The first operating system, GMOS, was developed by IBM Computer. GMOS was based on single stream batch processing system. The OS introduced batch processing here, 1955 to 1965 time, because it collects all similar jobs in groups or batches and submits the jobs in the operating system using a punch card to complete all the jobs in a mission. Operating system is cleaned after completing one job and then continues to read and initiates the next jobs. So researchers began to experiment with multiprogramming and multiprocessing in this computing services, and these were developed by MIT during the early 1960s. Coming to third generation, which is all about 1964 to 1979. The third generation officially began in 1964 with IBM's announcement of its system. Hardware technology began to use integrated circuits, which yielded significant advantages in both speed and economy. Operating system development continued with the introduction and widespread adoption of multiprogramming. The idea of taking fuller advantage of the computer's data channel input output capabilities continued to develop. Another progress which leads to developing of personal computers in fourth generation is a new development of many computers. See, coming to third generation, OS could run multiple programs at once. UNIX developed in this era only. In fourth generation, rise of personal computers. It's all about personal computers and workstations. Technology of third generation was replaced by very large scale integration, which is called VLSI. Many operating systems which are using today's like Windows, Linux, Mac OS, etc., developed in the fourth generation. If you see this table, we're able to understand this. From 1940s to 1950s, no OS is available. Example, ENIAC is only available. In coming to second generation, 1955 to 65, batch processing, and then that was taken care by IBM 7094. And third generation, multiprogramming, multiprocessing was introduced. And fourth generation, graphical user interface, networking, PC, OS, Windows, Linux, Mac OS are came into the picture. And in fifth generation, which is now currently the future, AI is going to take care. AI, cloud, mobile, RTOS, all these are currently in the market. If someone asks about operating system, you can answer it as operating system is a bridge or as an interface which is going to be the interface between computer user and computer hardware. And we are having generations, 5 generations. Okay, so first generation 1940s, early 1950s. There we are having no OS. Computers had no operating system at that time. Programs were manually entered in with punch cards and switches. Only one person could use the machine at once. Coming to second generation, batch processing was introduced. Users submitted jobs on punch cards, system executed one after another. So IBM 7094, IBM 1409, these things came into the picture. In third generation, in 1965 to 1980s, multi-programming, multiprocessing, time sharing introduced. Multiple users shared the same computer. UNIX developed in this era only. Early terminals were introduced. In fourth generation, personal computers was raised. OS became user friendly with graphical user interface. Microsoft, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, all these came into the picture. And the fifth generation, present and future, we are having mostly focused on mobility, networking, cloud, and AI integration. Examples: Android, iOS, ChromeOS, AI powered assistance related things. Future OS will be smarter, adapting to user automatically. Okay. If you want to keep these points in your mind, first generation we don't have OS. Second generation batch processing was introduced. Third generation multiprogramming, multiprocessing, time sharing was introduced. Fourth generation graphical user interface, personal computers was introduced. And fifth generation is current future generation, which is AI, cloud, mobility is running currently. That's it. Thank you.